Woody and I met in January of 2010.
I was just kind of sitting in the back of the room, and I looked to the front of the room, and there was this really beautiful girl who stood up, and I was just taken back by her beauty.
I remember talking to this guy, and then Woody kind of came up and joined our group, and I just remember that he made this guy look so boring. I'm like, this is what a real conversation is like. I mean, it was one of those conversations that when they, call time, that you wish it could just keep on going.
That January was really interesting for me in my life and where I was at. And I just remember my associate pastor at that time, Ray Gutierrez, just telling me that I just really needed to commit my life to God and just following what He had for me. And I actually told him, I don't want to flirt, I don't want to date. I just want to kind of serve Him to prepare myself to be the man I'm supposed to be when I meet the woman I'm supposed to be with.
He got my number and we set up a time to talk. One of the things that I remember about that first phone call is that I felt like more than anyone had in a long time that Woody was really listening to me. I felt like he was asking me questions and just that he really cared about the answer and that I could go on and on about them for as long as I wanted, and he really cared. And that night I just had something kind of shift in my spirit, and I remember thinking, wanting to tell him everything. After we had a couple phone calls, we got to see each other probably a little less than a month later, and the first date, it was really good. He just was unlike anyone I had ever met. We had to go like a month and a half without seeing each other, and I can remember in that interim waiting for him to call me. He would call me every day. I would not call him. He was very good at pursuing me, and I would wait, during the day and get so excited when he would call me. I would stop everything I was doing and just sit down and share the day with him. So we just continued dating long distance, and after, we started dating Labor Day, so September, and by probably March he started saying, hey, I think I want to move to Birmingham. And so he moved to Birmingham in July, even though I insisted it would be a better plan for me to move to Charlotte. He moved to Birmingham, and from there we knew that it made a very clear statement that we wanted to pursue a life together.
I think the point at which I knew that I wanted to be with Mattye forever. I'll never forget. It was one of the first times I came to Alabama, Birmingham, and I walked upstairs in her dad's loft, and she was having a pretty rough day. She was in a t-shirt, shorts, no makeup. She kind of looked very pale. She had her glasses on. Her hair was all like woohoo, and I didn't feel good. I just remember looking across the loft space and seeing her laid out on that couch, and I just knew, like I said, I always want to take care of that girl forever. I knew that I always wanted to take care of her.
It was just awesome because it totally caught me by surprise. It's actually really funny because we were driving in the LeBaron and we had the top down, and I remember looking over at Woody, just thinking about when we get engaged, that people always tell you can tell. Their part of their story is always, he was acting weird and I didn't know why. And I remember looking at him going, well, he's calm as a clam, so it's clearly not happening tonight. And I just was totally oblivious.
Going to that place that day, I was calm, but I was also nervous, and we just got to hold each other's hands, and she said, "Are you're nervous?" And I remember thinking, "You about to find out why," and then I just looked at her and I just said, 33 years and one day ago, I know that I came into this world, and I think God created me with all these abilities and talents, and that He didn't want me to be alone. And I said a lot of other stuff too. And then I was able to get down on one knee and just ask Mattye to be in my life forever. And I said, Mattye Caroline LeSueur, will you be in my life forever?
And I said yes. Woody is so kind-hearted. I love the heart that he has for people, and just his faith and the way that he strives to be a spiritual leader. I cared way more my whole life about the quality of a husband that I would have, but I tell him all the time that I never dreamed I could have one that was so handsome, and so that's a pretty big perk.
She has the most sensitive heart. I love her that she has her identity in God, and she knew that kind of early on before we started dating, and that was really important to me.
It's truly like the most exciting thing that I can think of doing this side of heaven. Being with him is like, so this is what it's supposed to be like. And he just truly is my best friend and my partner, and I mean, just my favorite person in the whole world. Like, I would do anything if he could be doing it with me.
What I've learned about God's love from loving Maddie is that he loves us when we're not our best or we don't make him happy all the time. He continues to love us, and I know that, you know, having this life partner, like, the love will continue always. It's like this daily thing that I might be unhappy, I might be upset about something, but my love never stops for her. My love of who she is, wanting to take care of her, wanting to make sure she has like just the best life. It just never stops.